All right, yo, Joe, Sundays. It's a lazy Sunday, and I always love weekends. And we're going to look at here Storm Shadow. That's right. If you are a Storm Shadow fan like myself, I absolutely love Storm Shadow. These are some figures, collectibles, dioramas that we recommend you add to your collection. So you're looking at right now a real sleeper pick, and for the price that you pay for, I think I paid like a little, maybe around 45, 50 US dollars for this beautiful piece from Diamond Select Toys. This is a must, and I repeat, must have for Storm Shadow fans. This piece of work here is phenomenal. It's got a wicked pose. He's got the ninja stars coming out. He's got his, backpack there with his bow and arrows, all the accessories Storm Shadow has prepared for battle. It's just a cool pose. This here is honestly one of the best statues, PVC pose figures, whatever you want to call it, that you can add to your collection. It is absolutely phenomenal. He's got the muscle tone as well, and it just looks great on display. One of my favorite pieces actually done by Diamond Select Toys, and I told them that. I work with them. I told Zach, I said, you know what? This Storm Shadow is by far, I think, the best G.I. Joe diorama statue that you guys have come out with. Whoever designed this over at Diamond Select Toys, they should really get them to do a little bit more G.I. Joe PVC statue dioramas there, because that one is beautiful. The 25th anniversary. Some of you guys asked me where can you get this, guys. This is old. Came out like during the 25th anniversary when they were doing the action figures again for based on the G1 appearance. They're bigger than the O-rings, 3/4 scale, a little bit more sturdier. This was, I think, in terms of 4-inch scale, probably the best Storm Shadow ever made. It is just wicked, man. You could do cool poses with it. Sturdy. Head sculpt looks awesome on it. Cobra emblem. Everything done properly with it. It's just like pays homage to the original Storm Shadow that we saw in the cartoon. And it's just an upgrade from the O-ring one. The O-ring one is still a classic, of course, right? But this one, when you have in your collection, is still one of my favorite figures, especially in the 4-inch scale. So definitely a must-have. Now, back to O-rings. We're talking old school here. Excuse me. The G1 Storm Shadow I loved. But when they came out with the camouflage Storm Shadow, and especially that he came on board with G.I. Joe, switch shift from Cobra to G.I. Joe, I was like, yeah, especially as a kid, you're like, oh man, Storm Shadow, I knew he was a good guy. He was not that bad, and he comes with a little claw there, like a little bit of Wolverine there, the bow and arrow, the camouflage. Look at that. That's amazing. Like Super 7 and G.I. Joe Classified are coming out with theirs. I'm going to have to say I still prefer the G.I. Joe Classified over the Super 7. It's not as accurate as the O-ring one, but it still has a little bit more accuracy than the Super 7 one. But still, you got to, if you have Storm Shadow collectibles, that is a must-have. Then 3-0. Yes, we did a review on the 3-0 Storm Shadow well back in the day, in the wintertime, summertime, you name it. I actually enjoyed filming in the wintertime. If you guys want to check out that video, we did, oh my goodness, about a year and a half ago. So here is the Storm Shadow from 3-0. Really cool looking. They just modernized it. I like what they did here. I really do. I think they did a cool job with it, with the hood there that you can put over top of him. I love his face sculpt on him. Paying homage to the Cobra emblem there. He's gone sleeveless here to show his muscle tone there. Nunchucks, you name it. Really well done by 3-0. I think this is actually probably one of their better G.I. Joe figures that they've come out with. It was better than the other Storm Shadow. I can't recall what that one was, but I wasn't really crazy about the look on that one. Then he's got the bow and arrow. You could do some cool poses with him there. Very nicely done, nicely sculpted. There you guys go, nice full shot on view of him. A lot of muscle tone on him there. And I like I said, them going sleeveless with this one is a nice touch there. So you can pose it in any way you want, and then you can do the hood as well. No hood. A lot of fun stuff. And, of course, this one is 12-inch scale. And you probably get it for a pretty good deal now. I've seen it go marked down sometimes on Big Bad Toy Store, I believe, by 30%. So, yeah, I mean, grab it, guys. Storm Shadow fans, definitely a must. And, yes, we know, reaction figures. All right, yes, they have no posability, but they pay homage to the G1 Storm Shadow. This one is very, very accurate to the cartoon. Again, sleeveless as well there, as you guys can see there. Accessories don't come out. They're just there for style there with the dagger there and the ninja stars, but pretty cool looking Storm Shadow nevertheless. On a windy day there, he's staying sturdy as much as possible. And then you try to do a little bit poses with him, get kind of creative, and you can do like him jumping ready to attack Spirit. That's like from the episode Excalibur. I'm trying to do the pose there with him with the sword coming over top of Spirit. All right, thanks guys. We'll see you in the next video.